What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. So, now that Robbie Anderson has been traded, which of the other receivers can step up in that number 2 role? Now, my answer might surprise you, but I don't think anyone's going to step up in the number 2 role because DJ Moore is the best receiver on this team, hands down, and he's averaging, 30 yards a game this season? The quarterback situation on this team is so bad that nobody's going to step up in that number 2 role. It doesn't matter who they put in. It could be Terrace Marshall. Shi Smith could take up the number 2 role. It could be Rashad Higgins. It doesn't really matter. They're not going to produce anything of note because the quarterback situation is so bad that they won't have the opportunity. They won't have the chance to put up any kind of, relatively good production. It does, if Baker's in there, Baker's been bad. Doesn't really matter. If you put in Sam Darnold is who Sam Darnold is. He might go out there and give you 1 or 2 games of decent production, but the next game he's going to throw 4 or 5 interceptions and he's going to lose your game. So again, doesn't matter. PJ, I like PJ as a person, but if what we saw against the Rams is any indication of what the coaching around PJ is going to be, I don't want to watch that again. That game was just so boring, just boring all around to watch your offense not try to do anything past 2 yards from the line of scrimmage, just all around bad. And Jacob Eason is Jacob Eason. I don't know much about the guy, but he was available this late in the season to pick up for a reason. So it doesn't really matter who they put in for that number 2 role. As far as what they're going to do. Now, I'd almost rather they put in Terrace Marshall because I would like to be able to get an idea of what he can do. But will we really get an idea of what he can do given that the quarterback situation is as bad as it is? So I hate to say that it doesn't matter because that seems like such a defeatist position, but it really doesn't matter who they put in there. They won't put up any kind of production that'll give you an idea of whether or not they should stick around on this roster going forward, because I do believe there's going to be a major turnaround on this roster going into next year. A new coach is going to come in. He's going to bring his own staff. We don't know what that coach and his staff, what they're going to think of the players on this roster, who they might want to bring in themselves, who they might like on the roster. There's going to be a lot of players that are on this team this year who won't be on the team next year. So, maybe you put Terrace Marshall out there because he's someone you spent a second-round pick on. The value the value he should provide to this team. Maybe put him out there, give him a chance because the guy hasn't really seen the field much due to injury and also the coaching staff apparently not believing in him or not, believing that if he's performed well enough in practice, whatever the reasons have been, he hasn't been on the field much. So maybe put him out there just to see. But given the quarterback situation is so bad, how can you even really evaluate the other receivers on the team? If DJ Moore, who is one of the better receivers in the league, if DJ Moore is barely getting you 30 yards a game, what can you expect of these other receivers? How can you properly evaluate them if the quarterbacks are so bad? It's almost unfair to the receivers on this team to evaluate them in any way based off this season when the offensive coaching has been inept and the quarterback play has been equally, if not more, inept. It's unfair to them, and it's also impossible to say somebody's going to step up because it's just bad. So it doesn't matter who you put out there. I prefer they put Terrace Marshall out there just because, get him on the field. He was a second-round pick. At least just have him on the field. But it really doesn't matter. That's all I have for you with this one, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you're so inclined, subscribe and leave a comment. I respond to almost everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one.